Blaney's rejoining there, they're all three wide. Neil's trying to get involved and Blaney hits them both off. Blaney comes back on the track, hits both cars. It's the right on the back of Bradders into the hairpin on the inside. Bradders outbreaks himself and they both pass, just hard to say. Stevie passes them all straight through. Oh, Callum's lost it! Callum's lost it! What a recovery! He uses the wall, but what a recovery there from Callum. Let's have a look at Steve. Now Stevie holds his own around the outside. And no way Jose, but then gets a slow run out of the corner. Bids us right up on the outside of him again. This is brilliant.
LPB Wtcr Championship Round 8 Race 1 from Oulton Park International. Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Wtcr Championship on Project Cars 2. This is round 8 of the season now, so in the third of the season, and we have now all swap cars again, so that'll be fun and interesting. That'll add another element to the excitement of this race. So let's now go and take you through the grid for this first race here at Oulton Park International Circuit on our drone camera. So it is TY on pole position then. He's now in the Renault with Pash alongside him. He's in the Renault now too. Blake, TY's teammate, in third in the Renault as well. Then we've got Twerdy, Renault in fourth. That is the Renault Megane, that is. Darren in fifth, he's in the BMW now. And Fidel is in sixth, he's in the Mercedes. Bert's now in the Mercedes in seventh. It's Bidster in eighth, he's now in the Megane. Unfortunately, his teammate Brad is not able to make this one. So Intrepid in ninth in the Mercedes. Nifty Dark Ninja joins us, brand new to the LPB Racing, so welcome to him. He's in 10th place in the Mercedes. Stevie is 11th in the BMW, with Cy Racing being a temporary teammate for him since George can't make it for this one, so Cy Racing stepping up there. And Neil Farmack 13th at the back, Pasha's teammate in the Renault. So let's go on with the race then. Here we go, ready to start this race. Waiting for the lights to go out, and off we go. Fidel gets a good start from sixth, and one of the Mercedes at the back bogs down, but Fidel gets a very good start. Down towards the first corner we go. And on the inside goes Fidel. We've got Twerdy and Blake alongside each other as well. As we go down out the corner, Darren runs wide. Bert and Bids are close together as well. Down towards Cascades. And it's Darren now with Bert alongside. Fidel catches the grass and exits stage right. Darren and Bert, a bit of contact there as we go around the corner, but we're okay. Bidster goes down the outside of Stevie as well. Good move by him. Down towards the island, the fast left-hander Island Bend. So Fidel rejoining at the back. And here we go, through the corner. Bert goes through. Darren and Bidster alongside each other, and Bidster goes off. So does Darren. Everyone else. Nifty Dark Ninja spins round as well. Bidster rejoins, but Bert and Darren have got to try and get going again. After you. And Nifty Dark Ninja says, no, thank you boys, I'll go straight through. So all happening there as we rejoin everyone else near the front. Blaney in third, with Pash second. Twerdy's right on the back of Blake here. And we've got Stevie in fifth, Neil Farmack in sixth, with Bidster right behind him now as we go down towards the Knickerbrook chicane. So down to the bottom we go. Bidster trying to stick as close as he can to the back of Neil Farmack. Stevie trying to get away from those two Meganes chasing him down. In fact, Stevie's the only BMW surrounded by all these Meganes, so it's amazing. Everything happening at once here. As you go up towards Druids then, the leader TY goes through, a bit sideways into the corner, possibly a bit wide there, and Patch might get a good run here. I think he has done, he's getting a good run. He's trying to go down the outside of him as we go down to Lodge Corner, the last corner here at Oulton Park, and Patch goes very wide, almost into the gravel, very wide on the brakes, and now he goes to the inside to recover, and Blake goes through, and it's now a team-friendly fire, 1-2, so TY and Blake. They might be one in black, one in red, but they're the same team cars, the Momo colours. The Patch down to third place then. Stevie is now going through Old Hall Corner, and makes a bit of a mistake there on the inside. And Neil Farmack's trying to go around the outside of him. He'll have the inside for Cascades, but he's through anyway. He's through just into the little kink, and he goes through and into fifth place now. So it is a Renault Megane top 5. Everyone waiting until the last third of the season to use the Renault Megane, or more or less everyone. Bid's just sliding his way through Island Bend there as he's trying to catch Stevie up. Twerdy, meanwhile, is trying to catch up to the back of the guys in front, but looks like Pash, Blake and that are pulling away ever so slightly. So a look further back as we've got Cy Racing back here. He's got Nifty on his tail, so Nifty Dark Ninja in 9th. We'll probably just call him Ninja. So Ninja in 9th. with Darren behind him as well. Bit slow at the corner there for Cy Racing. He's done a lot of practice in the Megane. He completely forgot that he was in the BMW up until we did the races. So Cy Racing then trying to get used to that BMW rather quickly, but he's got a very nifty Dark Ninja right behind him. And in round the exit of Wtcr chicane up the hill, and Nifty runs a bit wide there. We might have to start calling him Nifty, I think. Nifty runs wide, and up down the hill we go. So back to the leaders then. TY at Lodge is building up a bit of a gap. We've got Pash and Blake quite close together. We've got Stevie and Bidster alongside each other. Bidster's caught to the back of Stevie now. Stevie defends the inside, but Bidster says, in your face around the outside. Absolutely stuffs Stevie into oblivion. And round the outside of it, absolutely brilliant move there from Bids. Into 6th place he goes round the outside, and that just proves you the grip of that Megane. The front wheel drive cars around Alton Park proving themselves, and Stevie's still trying to get up to speed with that BMW. Further up front we've got Twerdy. He's actually closing onto the back of Blake here. So Twerdy's closed up onto the back of Blake, and Neil Farmack's closing up to the lot of them. So we've got 5 Meganes in the top, 6 Meganes in the top 6. Amazing. As we go through the fast left-hander at Island Bend into the shell hairpin, and contact between all 3 cars there. Neil gets a bit carried away. Twerdy breaks early for Blake, and all get a bit concertinaed up there, but I think we're okay, so we all survived that just about. And into the Island chicane now, which is the other side of the circuit. We're not using the Island circuit, which has the Island hairpin, which we just go through shot there. We're not using that one, we're using the full international circuit for this one. As Patch now is right on the back of TY, and Bits has gone back behind Stevie again, so Bits has made some kind of error somewhere, or had a slowdown, and he's gone back behind Stevie, and he's got to do all that work again. But he's now right on the back of the BMW as we go up the hill, up the hill. And TY again slides into Druids. The car's sliding everywhere. I should point out TY's back on his wheel now, and it's showing because he's sliding the car around like anything. But Patch goes down to the inside. He's going to have a look. He has a look, but no way through there. TY holds his own. And meanwhile, we've got Bidster and Stevie coming down to the last corner at Lodge now. Into the corner we go, and Stevie still keeps holding the position, but Bidster gets a good run out the corner. Bidster gets a good run out the corner, comes alongside him onto the straight, side by side now. Renault versus BMW on the straight, Bidster versus Stevie. We all know how this is going to end up in disaster, but Stevie has to give best to the Megane, and Bidster goes through on the inside and takes 6th place back again. Let's see if he can hold it this time. Meanwhile, Patch is right behind TY. He's that close, you can't hardly see him behind that car, but he's there. He's right behind him. Both cars lights ablaze as we go through the island bend into the shell hairpin, and into the hairpin we go. TY goes wide, Patch trying to keep it right on the inside there, trying to get as close as he can. And meanwhile, Twerdy is trying to keep it with Blake and Neil as well. They're all still close together back here as well. Bidster trying to pull away from Stevie now, and he's trying to build that gap. Back to the leaders though, the battle for the position he's on at front, and it is TY pulling away from, no, Patch ahead, the cars look that similar, I didn't even realise, but Patch is now ahead of TY. TY then relinquishes the lead, possible slowdown penalty there. So after this lap's finished, guys, we'll get some replays in the first half action, which has been plenty of it. So should be some fair amount of replays in there as Twerdy and Neil go through Druids as well. Through Druids we go down to the bottom of the hill, and Blake runs very wide there. Blake runs very wide off the track. He might have a slowdown, and he might have lost time as well as we go down the hill. And dive in the background. Neil Farmack having a go at Twerdy there. Possible contact, but Neil going for a bit of a dive there. But he gets alongside him anyway. Let's just watch how this battle just finishes out, then we'll get the replays in. It looks like Twerdy's going to hold on for 4th place. So we'll get those replays of the first half action in for you now. Here's the replays from the first half of the race. Okay, here's the first of the replays then on board with Stevie. So you see Fidel there, exit stage right, when he caught the grass. Darren's car is flagging a bit, BMW in front of us now. We're going down to the Island Bend, and this is where it all started kicking off. So we're going to watch on board with Stevie, watch Bert runs wide, Darren and Bidster on the inside. Darren runs wide into Bidster, takes him off the track, and then you see Bert there as well. They're all trying to rejoin. A few of the cars off in the background, and we'll get another view now. Okay, now here's a look at that incident from on board with Cy Racing as we go down to Island Bend again. Watch it all starts unfolding in front of us. Nifty Dark Ninja spins on the grass as well, hits the grass, and we all try and recover. We've got to see if we can slow it down here. We've got Darren and Bert trying to rejoin here as well. And then they make a bit of contact with each other to try and avoid the tyre wall each. Nifty Dark Ninja recovers quite quickly. And then we've got Intrepid off in the background, and Bidster is right behind Neil in front of us as well. Here's a quick look back at what happened to Intrepid. He did it all on his own, just slides the back of the car out, big tank slapper, round we go, bang! Into the wall. That would have been an end of race crash, that one, but luckily we have just the visual damage on, and it continues. Here's a replay of something we missed on lap 2, so we're coming up the hill here. Patch gets a good run out of the corner, and Blake gets a bad run, and then up the hill we go, and Patch passes Blake and takes second place. Okay, here's something on lap 2 that we missed from earlier as well, so we're going up the hill towards Druids. Cy Racing, Nifty Dark Ninja in front, we're on board with Darren. At the corner, watch Cy Racing's car here, goes on the curb and loses the back end and straight into the wall, bang into the wall, and then Darren takes advantage of Nifty lifting and goes down the inside of him, side by side now, around Lodge. Nifty trying to keep it around the outside, but Darren gets good traction and out of the corner and just gets clear of Nifty Dark Ninja. Okay, here's a replay of how TY lost the lead to Patch on lap 4, then going into the island chicane. Hits the curb, he's carrying too much speed and runs wide, then tries to get the power up the hill, and Patch gets a good run. TY knows he's going to have to let him go through, and then I think he had a slowdown penalty as well because they're cutting the corner on the way out, so slightly lifts and Patch takes the lead. Okay, now here's the replay of Neil's sort of ambitious move on Twirly now, the full camera on with Neil. So going down to Lodge, he brakes very, very late, and then just has to go down the inside because there wasn't really going to be any way he could sort of stop the car really. And then, but he does like sort of let Twirly go. So just a genuine mistake by Neil there. And now back to the racing action. So as we come back from that, it is now TY back in the lead again, so they've swapped again. TY's back in the lead, Patch down a second. I can't keep up with this. TY, so we'll get a replay on that later on in the second half, but TY takes the lead back from Patch. So all happening here as Twirdy has now got Neil Farmack right behind him. Neil Farmack pressuring Twirdy very hard here. Our resident Scandinavian driver, Twirdy in the McGann. Just slightly under rotating the wheel, under braking there. Neil Farmack closes right up. He's going to have a go into the island chicane. It's not very easy to pass through here. I don't think he's going to be able to make it through as we go into the chicane. No, he doesn't. They all stay as they are, and Bidster's now trying to catch up to these boys as well. So it could end up being a three-way battle, leaving Stevie behind. And further back, we've got, let's have a look further down the order. We've got Nifty, he's now in 8th, so Nifty moves up to 8th. We've got Darren in 9th in the BMW. We've got Fidel in 10th in the Mercedes. We've got Intrepid in 11th. Oh, Intrepid stopped. He must have hit the wall or something, but some kind of incident there for Intrepid. We'll get that looked at in the replays at the end as well. Cy Racing is in 12th, and Bert is at the back in the Mercedes at the back in 13th. Not a good race for him so far. But meanwhile, TY and Patch are at it again for the lead back at Lodge Corner. And TY runs wide, Patch on the inside. TY runs very bit of lag there from TY, and he's alright, he ran wide anyway, but a little bit of stuttering lag there from TY, but Patch takes the lead back, and into the lead goes Patch. And Neil Farmack's trying to get clear of Bidster now, because Bidster's on his way. Bidster's now hounding the back of Neil into Old Hall Corner. In we go, and out the corner down towards Cascades. Bidster trying to pressurise the back of that McGann in front of him. All McGanns in the top 6. This shows you people's strategy through the season. It was you could have chosen any of the cars as we go down the straight. I think we've got Patch being passed by Blake now. Patch must have had a slowdown penalty, and Blake gets the job done into second place through Island Bend and into the Shell hairpin. Then we go round, and it is Blake in second place. But Patch is right behind him now. Twirly in 4th. But as I was saying about the cars, guys, you could choose strategy. You could have for each third of the championship, you've got to use one of the cars. There's 3 cars: the McGann, the BMW, and the Mercedes. So 3 of those, you can choose any of the 3 cars over the season, but you've got to use them for 3 races in a row. So for each third of the season, you've got to keep the same car. And however, in the last bit, everyone's waited to use the McGann in the last bit of the season to try and boost their end of championship campaign. As Neil Farmack goes wide, Bidster tries to go around the outside of him. Does he manage it? Oh, he's trying to go around the outside of him, and has he done it? He goes around the outside of Stevie earlier on in the race. Now he goes around the outside of Neil Farmack. And yes, I know there was a mistake, but still, good move there from Bids, and Neil, good awareness as well for watching what Bids was doing. So good racing by everyone so far in this race, fantastic to see. And meanwhile, back at the front, it is TY in the lead. Blake now second, so it's a friendly fire at 1-2 yet again. As Blake runs out the corner, Patch runs a bit wide further back. Twirly is now in fourth, so a little bit more spread out, but things should start to close up in the next few laps, hopefully. As Bidster and Twirly look like they've got some good pace at the moment, or at least Bidster does. Bidster's got, whoa, very slide out the corner there for Bids, but I'm sure Pash will gather himself up and he'll try and get back on the money. The last lap for Pash is 1:47, everyone else in the 1:42, so that spells a mistake there somewhere for Pash, which relinquished the obviously for Blake last time round, so let Blake go through. At the back we've got Bert and Cy Racing, they're not too far apart. We've got Nifty in 10th now. Fidel's gone through into 9th place, so a bit of a mistake there from Nifty last time round. 1:57. Yep, he's been in the war, so looks like he's been in the wars. Not bad for Nifty on his first appearance with us in LPV racing. But back to the leaders. It is TY in the lead still, from Blake in second. Two teammates, Friendly Fire 1-2. Then it's Pash for Team Smoking Tyres in third place. His teammate Neil Farmax in sixth. Got Bids. Oh, Bidster and Twirly alongside each other. It's all happening back here. We're missing this, but Twirly and Bidster and Neil having a battle amongst anyone. Brilliant racing here as Twirly holds on to fourth. Bidster trying to find a way through there. Neil Farmack right on the back of Bidster here. So all closing up together. I told you it'd close up. I said within the next couple of laps, so I was wrong. It was within the next half a lap. As we go out of Druids, Bidster gets a good run down here, and let's see if we can have a go at Twirly into Lodge. He's going to be close enough to have a go. Not yet. Sometimes patience is the best thing. Just assess your opponent, wait for a mistake. Or just take a good line and get a killer run out the corner and see if Bidster can make his way through. Twirly does not even bother to defend here. Bidster's on the inside. He's going through on the inside into Old Hall. Good move from Bids into Old Hall. Does he run wide on the exit a little bit, but he's okay. He should just get away with that. That might be a slowdown, but we'll have to see how cruel the game is to him. But Bids goes through. Oh, very wide through Cascades though. Very wide. Twirly closes right into the back of him. Bids has thrown away all that work there because he's just run wide. Let him close up. Meanwhile, Blake and Pash. Oh, Pash hits the grass. Spins round, he's off the track, and now we're going to wait because the others are coming round here. Pash rejoins, he's on the inside, keeping very close to the inside here, and he doesn't get in the way of his teammate, slots in behind. So good awareness there from Pash, but my God, that must have been a scary moment for him. But again, we'll get that in the chunk of replays later on in the race. So the running order so far, it is Friendly Fire 1-2 with TY in the lead from teammate Blake in second. Bidster is third, but he's got Twirly and Neil all around him, but Neil goes through as Twirly he moves out the way of Neil there. Twirly moves out the way. Oh, Neil gets a slide at the corner, and Twirly goes through, a bit of contact there, and Pash goes. They'll try to work it all together. This is immense. Oh, Neil moves across in front of his teammate. No, you do not. I'm having a go at this. I've been working hard for this whole race. You stay there, sunshine. Oh, Neil's on the grass. He's hit him. He's hit him. He's got one for a move that wasn't on. He's on his roof. And oh, he's on his side. Oh, there. He's gone back on all four wheels. Twirly's rejoining. Neil's rejoining now as well. Watch out for rejoining the track, guys, because we might have some more guys coming through in a moment. But I think we're okay. But Neil and Twirly. Neil, that move wasn't really on, really. Probably just outbraked himself. He's trying to go for an ambitious move. Finally got past, but not in the way he wants to do it. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. But with penalties, but not good there for between them two. It's a big accident there. We'll get a replay that later on. But meanwhile, on to the last lap of the race goes TY. And Blake is behind him. So TY and Blake looking for a 1-2 here for their team to boost their points. Bidster's now in third on his own after all that incident behind him, so he's got no pressure now. He can focus on just trying to bring the car home for a good third place. Stevie now elevates himself up to fourth after all that, so patience is a virtue, and all the McGanns self-destructed each other. And the BMW finds itself back in fourth place at the hands of Stevie, but he's got Pash right behind him to worry about now, because Pash will be on a redemption mission here to try and get some points for the team after Neil Farmack's demise. So looking to get more positions here. So here we go through the chicane. The BMW having to be very cautious over the curbs there. The McGann can take a lot more curb, but Pash on the way out there, that could be a slowdown with going over the curbs there. This game is very strict when it comes to that. He has got one, he's not slowing down for definite. But meanwhile, up the hill goes TY. Looks like Blake's quite happy to settle for second at the minute. Looks like he's into the last few corners. Blake looks like he's got some good pace here. Will he have a go at his teammate into the last corner, or will he hold station? Because TY has led most of the second half of the race. So into the last corner, into Lodge corner we go. And out the other side, it's going to be a friendly fire 1-2 with TY leading the two cars home. TY takes victory from Blake in second. Well done to those two. Good race by them. Well done to TY, the race victor. Bidster's in third. He makes up after all those incidents behind him as well. Bidster in third. Stevie, he's going to just hold off Pash for fourth place. The BMW brings it home in fourth. Pash in fifth place. Well done to Pash. Neil Farmack will bring it home for a disappointing sixth place ahead of Twerdy in seventh. So Twerdy in seventh there. Now further back we've got Darren in ninth. He's coming up across the line now in the BMW. Nice run there for Darren in that race in the white BMW. So Darren brings it home in eighth. Fidel will now be in ninth place. Good job by Fidel for ninth place in the Mercedes. And Nifty Dark Ninja will be coming home for 10th in his first race with LPV Racing. He kept out of all the major action, had a bit of an accident himself, but it was all good, so well done to him. Intrepid in 11th in the Mercedes, not quite the best race for him. Bert takes 12th place, so he finally gets out the last place spot. And Cy Racing, who's literally had to get used to that BMW in like the last sort of about 2 minutes before the race, so he hopped in the car because he practiced in the wrong car. He forgot we were changing cars. He sort of missed his weeks, and he's not done bad, but yeah, he'll hopefully be looking for better in the next few races. So Cy Racing finishes in 13th. So we'll just get the second half of the race replays in for you first. Here's the replays from the second half of the race. And now here's the first replay of the second half of the race. So going on lap 4, Pash runs wide, very wide through Lodge. TY gets a good run out the corner, then sort of the lag moves him to the side, but he gets alongside Pash here, and then side by side across the start finish line as we go in towards Old Hall, and TY goes through on the inside, a little bit of lag to boot, but still goes through, and TY takes the lead of the race back. Okay, here's the replay what happened to Intrepid then on lap 5, so going down towards Island Bend. He goes into Island Bend just too fast from grass to grass, hops over the gravel, over the grass again, and then across the track into the wall, and just luckily didn't actually hit the wall on the inside of the other on the inside wall, because that would have been even worse, but skips across and then finds a gear and eventually gets going. But Cy Racing now is within a second. Okay, here's a replay on lap 7 then about all that starting with Bidster and Twerdy. Bidster gets a slowdown penalty, has to slow down on the inside, and that's what causes the battle to start as Bidster defends the inside. Twerdy goes round on the outside, and Neil then tries to get past Bidster as well, but Bidster holds his own off Neil, and the battle continues up the hill. Okay, here's a replay what happened to Pash at Island Bend, so watch the car as you go into the corner. He's alright there, he just goes a bit wide, catches the grass, little bit of grass, the back wheel just slides round, then luckily he holds the car very well, then keeps really far to the inside so everyone else can see him, and then it just slots in behind his teammate Neil Farmack, who's chasing Twerdy down. Here's a replay of the incident with Neil Farmack, and then you see it almost hits his teammate there, and he's trying to get past Twerdy as much as he can. He'll slow it down here as you go into Druids. Twerdy's moving across to defend, but Neil's already put himself there, and just it's happened so quick. Neil then hits Twerdy off the track because he gets sideways on the curb. Pash somehow he hits his teammate, but he was going to somehow make it through, but didn't. He hit his teammate into a roll, still in slow motion there, and then Pash continues. Neil is now on his side, he's got to try and get the car righted. Stevie goes through, and we'll go back to real time now, and he's got to try and get the car turned around now, and there goes Twerdy. They turn around in unison, like they synchronised it, like it was all planned, and then they go down the hill and continue on. Okay, here's a replay of all that now from on board with Pash. So we're going up the, through the chicane. Oh, bang there from Twerdy and Neil. A bit of contact there. And Twerdy sort of gets through, and a bit of an argy-bargy way of getting through, but he gets through, and Neil moves across, doesn't realise his teammate's there, and almost puts Pash in the wall of the bridge. And then we go into Water Tower. See, we'll slow it down here again. Neil hits the grass, and he's on the grass, lost control, hits Twerdy. So really Neil's fault for putting himself in that position. Could have waited, and then Pash ends up hitting him. And then they both end up having to rejoin further back. And as we come back from that, we will now take you to the results. Okay, here's the results of race 1 then. So TY takes victory. Good win for there for TY. Blakey in a good second place, so it's a 1-2 for the team. Bidstead in third with Stevie behind in fourth. We've got Neil in fifth. And it's actually going to be Twerdy in sixth. With Darren in seventh. Fidel in eighth. And then Pash goes down to ninth place as we go over the page with a 32-second penalty. Apparently that was for the contact with his teammate. But when it wasn't actually his fault. So unfortunately the game being quite unfair to Pash there, giving him that penalty. It's Nifty Dart Ninja in 10th, 11th for Intrepid, Bert in 12th and 13th unfortunately for Sci Racing. But unfortunately for Pash, that penalty will stand. And as we come back from the results then, here there is the two cars at the front. It is TY, the winner there in the black car with his teammate Blake in second place. A 1-2 for Team Friendly Fire there. Well done to the team, and also well done to TY on winning the race. So we will see you guys next time for race 2 around Alton Park for some more brilliant touring car action. We'll see you then, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching another race by LPB Racing. Hope you all enjoyed that one. I know I did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments down below as well. And next time, guys, it's going to be round 8, race 2 from Alton Park International again.